Good evening and welcome to Mason High School for the regional semifinals between the Mason Comets and the Kings Knights girls lacrosse here on Monday night. I'm Ben Haller alongside my partner Andrew Little. Andrew, what are you excited for in this one?
Well, I'm excited. We've got two crosstown rivals. They don't get to play a lot now that they're not in the same conference. Comets in the GMC, Kings in the ECC. But yeah, the Comets coming off a big win against Lakota West in the last round of the playoffs. So it should be a fun one.
Yeah, old FAVC rivals, Mason and Kings. They used to go at it a lot, but like you said, Mason moved to the GMC. And the Region 4 of the OHSAA for girls lacrosse is very GMC dominant, and that's why you see Mason is the 2 seed. They finished second in the GMC, Sycamore the 1 seed. They swept Mason this year in 2 games, so the winner of this one will likely get Sycamore. That'll be on Wednesday night. But 2-3 matchup here tonight. We're getting ready to go. Peyton Flynn will be taking the opening draw for the Comets. And this Mason is a very balanced team. You don't look at their offense or defense and say one is a whole lot better than the other.
Yeah, and that's what helps them be so successful this year, finishing second in the GMC. And then Sycamore, they kind of run the table in Southwest Ohio. They're the number 1 seed in this district, or in this region, excuse me.
So this will act as the state Sweet 16. It'll take 4 more wins to capture a state title. And the opening draw is won by the Comets and Peyton Flynn. She's taking it up early with a little dump off. Now Oler trying to figure out what to do with it and set up the offense for the Comets, and they'll open it up with a score. That's Zoe Miller with a first score for the Comets, and that's exactly the start you want.
Yeah, the Comets, they come out right away with a fast-paced, aggressive offense, and it pays out off there. Miller, she's a very aggressive player, the sophomore. She had a couple goals against Lakota West. Now the Comets got that early lead.
Time of possession is going to be everything in this one. Who can get more shots on goal as well? Already a perfect start in that category for the Comets. It only took them 15 seconds to score. We'll see Peyton Flynn take it again. This time it'll be once again. Zoe Miller taking it up now. The dump off to Flynn. Flynn will set the offense up. She has a lot of room. Over to the right side behind to Galinsky now. Pass inside Minnick. Minnick goes under and scores. Mason up 2-0.
And a lightning fast start for the Comets, getting 2 goals already. And
I believe that was Katie Young, excuse me.
The offense attack so far a little balanced. A couple nice plays we saw from Zoe Miller, setting up that play with the turnover caused.
Oh, it was Sydney Minnick on that goal, the assist coming from Galinsky. So Comets up 2-0. We've only played 33 seconds here. You know, a 2 versus 3 seed matchup you expect to be pretty close, but Mason going to try to dominate this one. Miller takes the face-off over to Flynn. Those two have worked pretty well so far in the first minute. Back up top to Oler now. Oler dump inside Galinsky. Little spin move with a few defenders on her. She'll pull it back out. And Katie Young now just a little wide. That one goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Comets.
Yeah, and that's the first save we're going to see from the junior goalie, Brooke Vogel.
Mason now Oler back up top. Trying to run around Galinsky to the bottom left, and she gets it in. Dominant start for the Comets. They're up 3-0 early. This time, it's Lila Galinsky.
And Galinsky, she just had the assist to Minnick there, gets a goal of her own. And you have to imagine this is not the start that Kings was imagining. In the 2v3 matchup, Kings, the ECC champions, they've been competitive all year, haven't faced a ton of adversity, and now they're down 3-0. Their backs are already against the wall, and we're not even 2 full minutes into this game.
Yeah, we talk about the dominance of the GMC. Kings in the ECC went 7-0, but they are 16-4 overall. All 4 losses coming out of conference play. This draw won once again by the Comets, scooped up by Flynn. She'll set up again. Down the left side, makes a couple of moves. And there's going to be a whistle. I think Flynn got fouled, so she's going to get some position here. Comets with a chance to go up 4 early. Peyton Flynn rips it, and that'll be saved. A nice one there from Vogel. Her second save of the game. And if Kings is able to advance the ball, then they'll finally get their first possession. The ground ball battled for. Finally won by Marley Block eventually, but then taken back away by Kings. Down the right side, they have numbers. And I'll take it behind goal.
And so far, the Comets have just been the more disciplined team every time. They've taken advantage of their opportunities, as evident by the scoreboard. And Kings, they're putting the ball on the ground too often.
Now here trying to make a move, Sammy Drew. There's a foul there. And Ella Shemak with their first save of the game. That was the first shot on goal for Kings. And Mason advancing it now. Minnick had trouble with it. That'll be taken away back by Kings. Back to Flynn. Here's Miller now. Mason finally controlling it after both teams had troubles. And Lila Galinsky again, her second goal of the game. Comets will go up 4.
And that was set up by a very nice assist from Zoe Miller. She had that spin move and then passed it. So Galinsky, that's 2 goals in a row. That's her 3rd point. She had the assist to Minnick earlier. And, 4 minutes in, the Comets have 4 goals. And just a blistering pace right now from this Comet offense.
Yeah, they're on pace for 50 goals, Andrew. I don't know if that's very realistic, but...
Yeah, actually on pace for a little bit more. There's 21 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock, so we're not even 4 full minutes in.
And Livy Oler scoops up another draw, another one won by Flynn. Here's Galinsky inside for a hat trick, and she does. How about a hat trick? But a hat trick within the first 5 minutes of the ballgame. Comets lead 5-0. Kings is going to take a timeout. We'll head to a quick break. Mason, dominating start, 5-0. Only 4 minutes in. Welcome back to Mason High School Comets. Dominating start. They're up 5-0. Only 21 minutes left in the first half. So we only played less than 4 minutes here. And Lila Galinsky already with a hat trick with an assist to go along with it.
Yeah, the fastest hat trick you'll probably ever see, especially in a playoff game like this. The 2 versus the 3 seed in the region. You expect a little more competitive matchup.
There's contact as Oler takes that one. It's going to be a foul on Kings. That's their 3rd of the game. Looks like Oler, I'm not sure if he got tripped or pushed from behind, but it was something. Stal Galinsky trying to cut inside, kicks back out. Livy Oler, Zoe Miller down the middle, and another save from Vogel. They're going to say there was a foul before the save, so shooting space for Miller. Comets already have 7 shots on goal, and it'll stay at 7. That one just a little wide. Before it goes out of bounds, Kings will take it. Peyton Flynn gets that one off the out of bounds. Up the middle, here's Mahoney. Mahoney trying to make a cut, gives it to Galinsky. Galinsky for her 4th. That one's no good. Saved by Vogel. Rebounded by the Comets. Zoe Miller. A little bit of contact, and the shot is saved by Vogel. So 2 saves on that one from Kings goalie Brooke Vogel. And we'll see if Kings is able to get any time of possession here.
And Vogel's made some saves, but the problem for the Knights has been getting the ball past midfield. Josie Luck, the senior, she's the defender. She's been trying to get it, and she's the Comets have stopped it. Although they're having an opportunity here.
Yeah, decent one here. Here comes Drew down the left side. Drew going to wait for the rest of her offense to set up, guarded by Ellie Samini, star defender for the Comets. They'll bring it back up top. Livy Oler playing tight defense. Space and defense hasn't had to work a whole lot yet tonight. But around the left side, there's a whistle before the shot. And they're going to count the goal. So Kings gets on the board for the first time tonight. They trail by 4 still.
And it's still early, Ben. Only 6 minutes elapsed, so Kings not out of it yet. They're showing some fight.
That was Kenzie Beck who scored the goal.
One of the sophomores on this team.
We'll see if that gets Kings any momentum. It's only the 2nd shot on goal. That's going to be Josie Young taking the draw for the Comets. But it'll go to Kings off a whistle. So they get another possession. A nice move made there by Katie Gabbert. Gabbert taking it down now. Back up top to Hicks. Over to the left side, trying to make a move. Good defense from Samini. Here's Hicks again. There's going to be a foul up at the top. And Kings will have shooting space to cut the deficit to 3. Over to the right. And that one's in. The 2nd goal for Kings. I believe that may have been Maya Hicks. And it was. So the Knights, like you said, showing some fight, not going away yet. Still 18 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yeah, and these past 2 goals, a good reminder for the Comets. You can't settle in no matter how much of a lead you get. That offense, they scored 5 goals in 4 minutes, but you can't slow down. You got to keep the gas on the pedal, or
You got to keep
your foot on the gas, or foot on the pedal.
That draw won by the Comets. Ava Mahoney gives it up. On the right side here comes Ashlyn Lockhart, and Lockhart was bumped a little bit. Play on. Walensky on the right side, dump inside. Sydney Minnick again. She can't get this one to fall, but it's rebounded by Walensky. There's going to be a whistle, and Emily Miller will have it. Miller, one of the many senior Comets. And there's a whistle that'll go against the Comets, an offensive foul. Mason hasn't scored in the last 4 minutes, so that pace of the first 5 goals coming in the first 4 minutes has been cut down greatly.
Sophia Fulci has it. She's the leading scorer for the Knights.
Fulci will dump it back out. Here's Hicks again. Good defense from Lockhart. She'll have to give it up, and now Katie Gabbard gets fouled. I think Gabbard will get shooting space. And the Kings get their third here. Goes up over the left side, just a little wide, battling for it behind the net. There's Avery Tavella, and it'll go Mason's way. Good job by Tavella battling for that one. All right, they're going to keep it with Kings, actually. With a cut across the middle, another whistle. And it'll come on the Comets again. Another free position for Kings. They trail by 3, 15:30 left to go in this one. Going up, trying to save his Shemak. And I think someone from Kings got. I'm not sure what the call was there. Kings has it behind the goal now.
And the pace of this game has really slowed down. Since those Kings goals, we're seeing a lot of penalties.
Nice Comet deflection. It'll be picked up by Lockhart. And Lockhart on the way down is fouled.
There's another one of those fouls.
Mason will take it now. Here comes Samini, a defender for the Comets. Trying to make a move, gets it now. To Mahoney. A lot of contact there, and that it will be a foul. Coming on Sammy Drew. Mahoney behind the net now. That's on the outside. That's intercepted, and Kings will have a run now. Hicks took it up. Kings will set up their offense. The Knights have done a lot better of a job in terms of time of possession in the last few minutes, and they'll get a third goal. That one, I believe, was coming from Katie Gabbard. Her first goal of the game, and the deficit's cut to 2 now. It looked like Mason was dominating. Or that was actually the second goal for Kenzie Beck. Only a sophomore.
And the Comets defense starting to struggle a bit. They've lost all their momentum. Kings showing why they're the ECC champions, not giving up with that 5-goal deficit.
And Mason was a little comfortable in the last few minutes. That's going to have to change now. This draw taken by Oler. And here's Young down the right side. Katie Young, the freshman, goes around goal, try to take it herself, and another save for Vogel. Brooke Vogel's had herself a night. 10 shots on goal for the Comets, only 5 goals in.
Yeah, and she gave up a lot of goals early, but has recovered. She's leading the charge.
A foul's going to come on Sydney Minnick as Leah Fisher was going down the left side. Fulci, excuse me. Have another whistle on the Comets. It looks like that one's going to come on Samini. Yeah, and Hicks will take it again. She can get within 1. Going to pull it back out. Pass it behind the goal now. Set up their offense again. Defense from Bauer. Try over top, and a nice save from Shemak. And that ground ball is going to be picked up by Samini, but there's also a foul. Mason will keep it.
We were talking about Vogel on the other net, leading the charge for the night defense. Shemak there. That might just be the spark this Comets team needs to retake control.
That shot just a little too far. Sydney Minnick tried to get position, but it will go to Kings.
Minnick had a really good one-on-one look there. Just a little off target.
Left side, Zoe Miller playing pretty good defense, but it's going to be kept by Beck. On the left side, King slowly sets up their offense. Now they don't need to be in a hurry anymore. There's 11 minutes left in the first half, and they're within 2. Mason's defense has played solid, and there's a foul on the shot. Looking at another free position opportunity for Kings. Behind goal here, Kings try to get some. Shemak. Really good defense there from Flynn. But they're going to call a push on Peyton Flynn, a junior captain for this Comet squad. Very rare to see a junior captain on any team, in any sport. Knights will rip another one, and that just got past Shemak. So Kings within 1 now. It was an awkward goal. Shemak thought she had it. Ends up behind the line. And Kings gets their 4th goal of the game on their 8th shot on goal. And that was Zoe Geis. Geis, the star player for this Kings team, got her first goal, and now Mason wants a timeout. All momentum has shifted. We'll head to a quick break. We got a ball game now, 5-4. 10 minutes left in the first half. Coming out of the timeout, Comets lead by 1, but they need to get something going. 4 unanswered goals for the Kings Knights.
And it's really been a tale of two halves so far. The first 7 minutes were all Comets. They dominated the possession, scored 5 really quick goals. Glinski already with a hat trick. And then the last 7 minutes, the Knights have had the possession. They've had 4 goals. Their defense has been stout. A lot of saves from Brooke Vogel.
And Lockhart taking it up now. She gets fouled. Here's Minnick. Behind goal now, Katie Young kicks out to Galinsky. A nice cut across the middle. Izzy Dean, there was some contact. She lost it. Still on the ground, and there's going to be a foul on Lockhart. Mason fans unhappy. Thought there should have been a foul. Thought Dean got fouled.
This has been a physical game, regional semifinals. They're going to play aggressive.
Kings is going up now. Here's Fulci, leading scorer for the Knights. See what she can do on this possession. A nice spin move. She gets double teamed, and that's going to be a foul. So Fulci has a chance now to tie it up with some shooting space. Less than 10 minutes left. Fulci, and nice save from Ella Shemak right on the ground. But that pass is intercepted. Kings is good position now. Here comes Drew. Sammy Drew will wait for the rest of her attack. Across the middle, and Kings ties it up. Another goal. Coming in the last 5 minutes. Not sure who got that one. That one was across the middle. An unbelievable turnaround in this game with 21 minutes left in the first half. It was 5-0 Comets. And it's 5-5 now. 8 minutes to go.
Ben, this is why you never give up. The Comets, looked like they're going to be able to kick back and just ease into a victory. I mean, how often do you see 5 goals in 4 minutes? But now, over halfway through this half, and the Comets have very little momentum. And their Kings has it. Fulci, she's the top scorer on this team, second in the ECC in goals.
Kings has it behind the goal now. Drew kicking it back out to Gabbard. At the top now. It's Gabbard. A pass inside. Fulci rips another, and Kings now has a lead. Sophia Fulci. Are you kidding me with this comeback? We're not even at halftime, and they've already taken the lead. 6-5, 6 unanswered for the Knights.
And ball movement has been key for the Knights on this run. Just continue to find the open player and keeping the Comets away from the ball, dominating the possession. This is how you pick away at a lead, just slowly but surely. You don't need to score 5 goals in 4 minutes necessarily.
And something that Kings has really improved on, and that's why they've been able to come back, is this draw control. And they'll get another. That one's taken by Oler. Oh, but they're going to call a foul on her.
And the Comets, they just can't catch a break when it's on the Knights side of the field. Every time it looks like they're about to cause a turnover, there's a penalty.
I'll have another chance now. Going all the way around Hicks. Pull it back out. Here's at the top of the circle, Fulci. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. That one's battled for on the ground. Finally won by Kings again. The dump inside. Miller had it. There's a whistle. And Kings will get it again. Fulci driving again. She has a couple of goals on the night, and she tries to get her third. That one saved by Shemak, rebounded by the Knights. Hicks pass out on the top. Another cut, and another goal for the Knights. That's their 7th in the last 14 minutes, and they now lead the Comets by 2.
Yeah, and it's almost like a basketball game. The Knights getting a lot of second chance points. You know, Shemak's deflecting a shot, but the Knights retake possession, and there they get a goal. Somehow they've surpassed the Comets in shot attempts. It's impressive.
It's feeling a lot like basketball in terms of it's a game of runs. Mason started with 5 of their own before Kings answered back with 7 unanswered.
And right now the Comets, they need to find somebody to lean on. You know, Glinsky at the start of the game was dominating, but we haven't seen as much since. The Knights have leaned on players like Fulci, Beck, and Gabbert to bring them back in this game.
Maya Hicks is a goal as well. Fulci the pass inside. That one will be scooped up and taken by Miller. Zoe Miller's been great all around today. And Kings takes that, but that shot saved by Shemak. That was a weird play. That was taken away from Miller, and Miller just stopped. Not sure if she wanted to call or something.
And a lot of confusion on the Mason sideline. It looks like Miller checking out for Lockhart. I guess she thought there was a whistle, but Shemak with the save.
Allen's able to take it and give it to Lockhart now. Lockhart down the left side. Getting good position. She'll pull it back out. Katie Young behind the goal now. Young dancing around, kick back out. There's a whistle. And it looks like Ava Mahoney's going to get shooting space. Chance to cut away at this deficit. Cut it to 1. Mahoney. Right, bottom right corner and in. Comets trail by 1. Ava Mahoney finally gets the Comets back on the board.
Mahoney, she had a hat trick against West last round. Today gets her first points. And the Comets score for the first time in about 17 minutes. And just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. And these last minutes are going to be crucial for determining, because as you said, it's been a game of runs. And right now the Comets trying to swing the momentum back in their favor.
That draw is won by Peyton Flynn. A really good job getting to it. And Mahoney will take it up for the Comets now.
And Flynn, she was dominant on the draws early in the game. And, I mean, she was the reason they were able to get so many quick strikes. They're going to need her to win more of those.
Galinsky bringing it up, kick up to Sydney Minnick. And Minnick, it looks like, got fouled. So Minnick's got a chance now to tie it up. Kings is at 13 shots on goal. The Comets 11. Comets trail by 1. Minnick trying to change it. Goes inside, looking to her right. Tie ball game. Sydney Minnick, her second goal of the game. And now Mason starting to swing momentum back in their favor.
And Minnick, one of the Knights defenders put the stick up, tried to deflect that ball, but Minnick kept her composure, was able to get an easy score and tie the game for the Comets. And now they do have that momentum. We're getting closer to halftime. And the Comets, they just needed their mojo back after, almost 15 minutes of just inactivity.
.341 left to go in the half. There's a whistle, and Mason will control this drill now. Here comes Minnick again. Behind the goal to Mahoney, cut inside. Lila Galinsky just a little too high.
Now the Knights are going to take possession. Missed opportunity there. Galinsky looked like she had it. The Comets retake possession.
Here comes Galinsky down the left side. Cut across, Ava Mahoney at the top. Mahoney back inside Sydney. Minnick can't control it, and Kings just takes it right back. And Mason retakes the lead. Another goal for the Comets. Katie Young.
And Maya Hicks was in Young's face. She lost her stick, and Young, fighting through contact, was able to get that goal. Comets retake the lead. 3-goal run after the Kings scored 7 unanswered.
Back and forth we go. 2:30 left to go in the first half. Flynn has improved on these draws. She has contact here with Lockhart. And Kings will take it. I'll see if they can answer. 5 straight for the Comets, 7 straight for the Knights. And then Mason is on a 3-goal run right now. But Beck is trying to change that. She gets fouled. And she'll have a chance to tie it up now. Clock's ticking, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Katie Beck, a nice move to get to the outside. That one off the crossbar and rebounded by the Knights.
Another one of those second chance opportunities for the Knights.
I think that's going to be Sammy Drew taking this one. And it is. She takes it right away. That one skips out of bounds. It'll stay with Kings. Coming all the way across, Hicks. Trying to get around. That one off the net of Shemak. And another Mason foul, I believe. Or no, that'll go against Kings. You can tell by the reaction of the Comets. At first, they thought it was going to go against them. But they'll have it now.
The Comets have really tightened up their defense since allowing those 7 goals. Right there, allowing no separation on the shot. And actually forced the offensive foul.
Tavelli gets it over to Samini. Samini trying to take it all the way up for the Comets. Gets it over to Flynn now. Flynn gets fouled. There's been a lot of contact in this one. Here's Oler. Oler, a nice move. And she gets fouled. 42 seconds. Clock is stopped before halftime. We'll see what Oler can do. To get the lead up to 2. They're going to talk some things over with the clock. The clock ran a little too much. And they're going to put it back from 42 seconds to 45 seconds. And here's Oler to take a 2-goal lead, and she does. Finds the back of the net. Comets up 9-7 now. Great work from the talented senior.
This game's starting to feel like a teeter-totter. Back and forth, back and forth. Comets had 5 in a row. Kings 7 unanswered. Now the Comets with 4 in a row. And the offensive attack is coming from everywhere. Oler with a goal. Glinsky with her 3. Mahoney had 1. Minnick had 2.
There's 39 seconds on the clock. That draw is won by the Comets again. Here's Galinsky. She gets fouled. She'll take it up, make a move to get to the inside. Galinsky still going. Bouncer it in! Just before half, Comets get the lead up to 3. And this game has just been this half has been split, and it feels like 3 totally different periods.
Yeah, this has been crazy. An exciting first half, 23 seconds left on the clock. Can't wait to see what the second half has in store, but the pace this game's been played at, we could see another goal in the next 23 seconds.
Mason scored 5 goals in the first 4 minutes. There's a whistle on the draw. But I think it'll go to Kings. "20 seconds to go. The Knights will take it. Trying to look for a desperation time, but Fulci gets through, so Fulci has a chance now. Spin move, double team from Samini and Lockhart, kick back out to Hicks. And Gabbard has trouble with it, and that's taken by Lockhart, and the buzzer will sound on the first half. Comets, after some back and forth action, lead 10-7. Stick with us for the second half of the regional semifinals here at Mason High School. Welcome back to Mason High School. The Comets lead 10-7 over the Kings Knights in the regional semifinals. It acts as a state Sweet 16. And Andrew, this game has been split into the first half has been split into 3 parts. Comets went up 5-0. Kings would then score 7 in a row to go up 7-5, and the Comets go on another 5-0 run, and that's where we are, 10-7. But Kings starts to score into the first half.
Yeah, and if the first half was a pattern, it looks like the Kings might have just started their next scoring run. Like you said, Comets had 5, then Knights had 7, and the Comets had 5. A real impressive start.
Yeah, that goal there was from Geist. Zoe Geist. That's her second goal of the game. And we've seen, not only have we seen back and forth action, just overall there's been a lot of scoring in this game.
Yeah, it's been a really fast-paced, really exciting game. There's been pockets of dominance, but a lot of action so far tonight. And not even a minute into the second half, that's continuing.
And Mason fails to win another draw. Going all the way up. Here's Beck. Katie Beck will pass it back out. Let Drew set up the offense. Now Fulci gets it over to the right side, back to Beck. A nice cut across the middle, pass just a little off the mark. Scooped up by Sammy Drew.
Yeah, Sims had a look. Beck just couldn't find her.
And another goal for Kings. That one under Shemak. And they're within 1 now, so Kings looking like they're going to go on around their own.
And Zoe Geist now has a hat trick. She joins Lila Galinsky of Mason. It's the 2 players in this game with hat tricks. And looks like Kings is, continuing that pattern of scoring runs. Although this is a little bit more reminiscent of the Comets' start to the first half.
19 total goals in a game. Yeah. Total goals in a game, and you're bound to have a couple of players with hat tricks. This time we Claire Basinger taking the draw, and it's won by Kings again.
And just after the draw, Basinger checks out of the game, and in comes the freshman Katie Young.
Hicks, the pass over to Drew. Drew trying to take it herself, but a whistle. And Kings now will have a good opportunity to tie this one up. It'll be taken by Sammy Drew. We just started the second half here. Drew trying to go to the right side, and that one saved by Shemak.
And a big-time save there. Now the Comets have a 3-2 look. Flynn, she's running up the field. The Comets can score here, break that momentum.
Young pass over to Ava Mahoney, and she puts it top right. Mahoney's second goal of the game. And just like that, it looked like Kings might have tied it. In transition, Comets now take a 2-goal lead, courtesy of Ava Mahoney.
And the Comets getting back to that fast-paced, aggressive offense that allowed them to get out to a 5-0 lead in the first place.
And then finally, Mason will get Peyton Flynn back in there to try at some draws. Very good showing from both sides in terms of fans, Mason and Kings. 2 schools very close in proximity.
Yeah, we don't play Kings. The Comets and the Knights don't play each other enough, I don't think. They're always really fun games. We broadcasted a boys basketball game there. That was a fun one, close Close matchup.
Andrew, you and I called another Mason versus Kings game that was kind of memorable earlier this spring season.
Yes, we did. Prasco Park, Noah Samuel's no-hitter. What an atmosphere that was.
That won Performance of the Year at the Mason High School ESPYs.
Yeah, and speaking of the ESPYs, Ella Shemak, who's had some nice saves for the Comets, she was nominated for Breakthrough Athlete of the Spring.
She was up against some very good competition. Sam Pennington ended up taking that one home.
Yeah, Pennington recently broke the school record for stolen bases. In softball, they're in the midst of their own postseason run right now.
And Kings will have shooting space again. Taking this one's going to be Hicks. To get within one, Hicks trying to the right side, and she will score. Kings gets into double digits, their 10th goal of the night, and they only trail by one now. There's a yellow card that comes late. That yellow card is going to come on Claire Bauer. The official made a motion as if there was a push somewhere.
And we've seen tonight a couple times where once you get close to that goalie box, the aggressive play kind of kicks up a notch. Playoff games are always so intense. They really elevate the atmosphere coming from the regular season. Both these teams did have successful regular seasons, but it's a whole new ball game now that you're only a couple wins away from the state finals.
Kings now will try and score again. A nice strip from behind by Flynn, but it's scooped up by Hicks. A good job to be on top of that one. Good effort from the Knights. And Kings will set their offense back up. 21 minutes to go left in this game. That pass is intercepted. Really good defensive play there from Oler. And Oler's on the run. Oler gets pushed from the back. There will be a whistle on Kings.
And interceptions have been one of Oler's specialties this year. She was second in the GMC with 9 of them.
Uses that length to her advantage. Oler passes down Mason. It's out their offense. Mahoney around the other end. Mason will get it behind the goal. Or no, it'll be shooting space, excuse me. Mahoney got fouled. Mahoney on the right side, a nice save, but kept alive. And there's a whistle. Another Brooke Vogel save, but then Mason will get shooting space again. Trying to get that lead back up to 2. Ava Mahoney on the right side. That one, another save. Oler scoops it up and makes a move. Couple defenders on her to be forced to kick that one back out. Pass inside, Zoe Miller, and another deflection for Kings. Stellar defense here on this possession. And it'll be Kings ball coming out. Mason had a lot of good opportunities on that one, but couldn't capitalize.
No, and when you have such a slim lead, only one goal, you have to get those opportunities, and part of that is the stout goalie play you've seen from Brooke Vogel.
That one's won by the Comets. And there's a whistle. And here's Galinsky. Battled for, and there's going to be a foul on Kings. Galinsky kicks it out to Miller. Over the top to Minnick. Minnick trying to make a move. Another whistle A lot of fouls on Kings in the last couple of possessions. This time Sydney Minnick will take it.
Yeah, it looked like Minnick got hit across the face. Almost like the Kings checked her there, but
Minnick from the top, trying to go under, and she does. Sydney Minnick, welcome to the Hat Trick Club.
yeah, and it's been a solid night for the senior Sydney Minnick. They're taking advantage of the foul. Just what the Comets needed, getting a little bit of a cushion.
The second half has been a little less of a game of runs. Kings does lead the second half by 1, but they've come at different times. And that one scooped up by Oler, and Oler got hit in the head.
And it's been an aggressive game. But we're starting to see some of the more physical plays, a lot of fouls in the second half. We're only 7 minutes in.
And there was a yellow card on that one when Oler got hit on the head. Here's Oler. Splits the double team. What a move by Oler. She'll try to take it herself now, and we'll draw the whistle. Textbook mobility there from Oler, and she has shooting space now. Take it on bottom right, and she scores. 2 straight opportunities from free position. Comets now lead by 3, and Livy Oler, have yourself a night.
Yeah, Oler, her second goal, but her biggest impact has come on the defensive end, the midi. She kind of does everything for the Comets. She had that interception that was key in creating points for the Comets. And she's kind of been that all-around MVP for the team this year. Not the best scorer necessarily, but doesn't have the most points, I guess I should say. But
second half is now tied 3-3, and Mason wins another. Here's Oler. Trying to take it up. Another nice move to get around a defender, and Oler again. Are you kidding me, Livy Oler?
And just as I say, she brings a lot of impact, not just offensively. Scoring might not even be her strong suit. She scores another one. That's a hat trick. She joins the club. And what a night it's been, 14-10. Super high scoring affairs. And we still have, 17 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, we could see a lot more scoring, but like you said, very high scoring up to this point. 24 total goals. Hayden Flynn tries to win another draw, and it's scooped up by Miller. Comets will go again. Here's Katie Young on the right side. Going around, pass across the middle. That one's intercepted. A nice defensive play. And there's a foul that comes on Katie Young, and the clock has stopped. And that will be a yellow for Young. Dangerous contact above the neck. So they'll wait for Young to get to the penalty box. And Kings will take it now. almost lost that one. Ava Mahoney with tight defense on her. Now Mahoney on the other side. A nice spin move to get towards the middle for Bella Land. Gets it over to Beck. Beck takes it all the way up herself behind the goal, and now Kings will set up their offense. 16:30 left to go. And another good defensive play for Mason. Samini will take it. That's what you love to see. Mason's defense has gotten a little cold with how well the offense has been playing for the Comets.
And you can just tell these last few minutes the Comets' confidence has really just improved. And Oler, who has the ball right now, she's been a big part of that, contributing offensively and defensively.
Oler go down the left side now, try to set something up for the Comets.
And now Comets kind of slowing down their offensive pace. You know, can't get too comfortable. They kind of had that problem earlier in the first half. They got a little sloppy after they got out to that 5-0 lead. So just being patient here, taking what the defense gives them.
Oler over to Lockhart. Lockhart across the middle. Cannot find her teammate, and there's going to be a foul on Mason. There's another whistle that's kind of taken a while now. Battled for on the ground. Lockhart tries to get position, and she ends up winning it. Now there's a foul on Kings, I believe. Lockhart's pass to Oler. Oler now trying to find Flynn. Flynn had trouble with it, and she will get fouled. We've seen a lot of fouls on the Knights.
Yeah, and you know, part of that's a byproduct of just the environment of a playoff game, but we've also just seen, you know, a lot of physical play, sometimes reckless play, but you like to see the aggressiveness. It's such an important game.
Mahoney with it now, trying to set something up for Mason. Getting to the middle, there's another foul. And right on cue, Andrew.
Yeah, we've said that. I can't count how many times we've said that tonight. The refs have been very aware of any contact. But this is going to give Mahoney a good chance at a goal.
And she does. Mahoney gets the lead up to 5 for the Comets. It's her third goal of the night. Another Comet with a hat trick. That's now 4 of them.
Yep.
Livy Oler, Sydney Minnick, Ava Mahoney, and Lila Galinsky, who had 3 of the first 5.
And now as we're approaching halfway through this second half, the Comets back with that 5-point lead. And they have the cushion they've kind of been searching for since the beginning of the game.
Peyton Flynn has done a really good job getting Mason a lot of time of possession. Flynn drawing now. She's battling with Fulci, and Lockhart comes in. A lot of aggression from Lockhart. She'll scoop it up. Ashlyn Lockhart got on the right side. She's done a really nice job with those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, it feels like every time there's a ball up in the air with a couple players fighting for it, Lockhart's the one that comes away with it.
Oler over to Mahoney. Good ball movement, and another goal for Ava Mahoney, her 4th of the night. Comets starting to see if they can run away with it. They're up 16-10 now.
And they're firing on all cylinders offensively. It's the ball movement, like you mentioned, Ben, is spot on at the moment. And Mahoney, she kind of had a slow start. She's usually one of the scorers they rely on, but really picked it up in the second half.
And Flynn, got to give a lot of credit to her for this second half momentum. That draw still battled for, and is that Lockhart again? And she gets fouled.
And Lockhart has not shied away from contact today. And, Peyton Flynn obviously has done a great job winning draw controls for the team, but Lockhart's been a big part of the Comets controlling the possessions.
Here's Minnick now, gets behind goal to Miller. Miller to Mahoney. Mahoney again! 3 straight for Ava Mahoney. Comets take a 7-goal lead, and Kings wants a timeout.
And now the Comets, I think they're starting to pull away. They can't really miss at the moment. And we're going to head
17-10. We'll head to a quick break. 12:50 left in this one. Welcome back to Mason High School for the regional semifinals. The Comets lead 17-10 over the Kings Knights. The first half was a little back and forth, but this one has been Comet dominant.
Yeah, and a lot of those goals coming in the last few minutes. Ava Mahoney currently on a 3-goal streak. She's got 5. It's been a really impressive showing for the junior.
Kings wins the draw. That's something we haven't said in a while. And I'll take it down the left side now. Kick back out to Beck. Beck trying to go up the middle. There's a whistle. It'll be shooting space for Kings.
It looked like Beck got shoved there.
She'll try to go all the way around, kick outside. Back down the left side now. And another shooting space for Kenzie Beck. Chance to cut it to 6. Back cuts around Flynn and tries to go bottom right corner. She finds the back of the net and cuts the Comet lead to 6, 17-11 now.
And the sophomore now, that's her third goal in the night, so she joins the hat trick club. But it's going to take a lot for the Knights to get back to this game. Down 6, 11 minutes to go.
This is the start of a busy week in Mason Athletics, spring sports tournaments. Baseball and softball will go tomorrow, as well as boys lacrosse on Wednesday if the girls lacrosse team wins. You got track and field as well. And a nice move for Kings now. They're trying to capitalize on some momentum. 11:20 left to go in the game. Here's Kenzie Beck. Beck trying to cut around Bauer. Claire Bauer with some really good defense. And intercepted from Avery Tavella.
Samini has it. The University of Indianapolis commit.
Here comes Flynn. Lexi Allen, a good pass to her. Really good ball movement for the Comets. Livy Oler leading the charge. Kick to Mahoney. Mahoney again. It's been that same move the last 3 goals for the junior. And that's her 6th goal of the night. Comets get the lead up to 7.
Ava Mahoney's been unstoppable in the second half right now. The Knights just don't have an answer for whatever she's thrown at their defense. And it was a strong start for the goalie, Brooke Vogel, but starting to get outdueled by the Comets.
There's 10:30 to go. That draw can be picked up by Oler now. Comets will go again. Livy Oler's done a really good job leading the charge in the last few possessions. And the kick inside Galinsky. Now Galinsky finds top left corner. And all the Comets are getting on the scoreboard tonight. That's Galinsky's 4th.
And she led the charge when they had their first run, their first 5-goal run at the beginning of the game. And now it's been a quiet second half, but she's made way for her co-star, junior Ava Mahoney, and all her goals, but now getting back on the scoreboard. And the Comets, now they've matched their goal count from their game against Dakota West on Friday night. And keeping that momentum going forward throughout the postseason is going to be key.
They trailed for a good chunk of the first half, and now they're up 8. A really dominant performance in the end of the second half from the start of the first. With 10 minutes to go in this one.
And back when it was the Knights coming from the deficit, we were talking about how they never gave up, and the Comets, they got behind. It didn't matter. Just kept chipping away. And now, yeah, like you said, they have a very comfortable lead.
And Lila Galinsky, another beautiful cut. It's from that back corner every time. Kings defense has seemed lost with that cut, and the Comets go up 9 now. It's been all Galinsky and Mahoney the last few goals.
And those are 2 of the top scorers in the entire GMC. Galinsky led the GMC in assists this year. Mahoney was 2nd in that category.
There's still over 10 minutes, 10:03 to go in this one. Winner of this one will likely get Sycamore. Mason lost to Sycamore both times they met in the regular season. Still battled for, and that one's going to go Mason's way.
Yeah, and the last time those 2 teams played, it was a little bit closer. The Comets only lost by 4. 16-12 was the score. And the Comets and the Aviators, they're big-time rivals, especially in this sport. And we just know that these Comets players are itching for another chance to take down the GMC champions. And they're
Walensky, pass across to Miller, but Miller can't handle it. It'll be scooped up by Flynn. And she gets it back to Miller. They'll take time to set up their offense. Miller trying to battle for a ground ball now. It's taken by Kings. Trying to go all the way. There's a foul on Mahoney. And that's a yellow. Mahoney will head to the penalty box. She knew it.
Yeah, as soon as she made that hit, she recognized that she was going away. You could hear the noise from the crowd. That was an obvious one. And up by 9, you never want to see what could be perceived as dirty play, but Mahoney seemed like a bit of an accident there.
So they'll wait to get organized after the yellow. Maya Hicks with it.
And Hicks, she was one of the key contributors offensively in the first half, but we haven't heard much from her since. We'll see if she can get something going for the Knights.
Well, there's a lot of Knights we haven't heard from in the second half. But Kenzie Beck with the ball has been pretty consistent. Kicks it out to Hicks. And now Fulci will get shooting space.
This is the opportunity the Knights have been missing the last few minutes.
8:35 to go. Hicks, a bouncer, rebounded, and that one's taken by the Comets. That was Fulci on the first attempt. Hicks got the rebound and couldn't control it. And now Flynn gets fouled by Sammy Drew. And now Comets will take possession. Samini bringing it up. Over to Lockhart. Lockhart's pass over to Miller. Miller down the left side. Like you said, Comets in no hurry right now.
Now when you're up by 9, you get that luxury of patience. And a big hit there.
Josie Young got hit pretty hard. And that'll be Sammy Drew with a yellow. So this one's getting a little chippy.
We've seen a lot of yellows today. That hit looked like it could have been in a football game. Big time collision.
Josie Young will take it. Lockhart back out of the top. And another whistle. Lockhart with shooting space. She'll try to go on the bottom a little too far left. And I think Mason will keep possession. Lockhart gets it back. Trying to make a move now, Minnick. Glenski behind goal, kicks it to Josie Young. Young can't control. And another yellow. I'm not sure who that one's coming on.
Looks like it was Glinski that went to the box.
But 6:46 to go, and Kings has possession now.
Time running out for the Knights, and you can see they're starting to play with a lot more tempo.
Zoe Geist trying to do something with it. She's had a very quiet night. And officials trying to come in, give Geist position. She'll go behind the net now, trying to make a move towards the net. And right into the net of Ella Shemak. What a save.
Yeah, and it looked like Shemak had been beat. There was a nice little gap in the left side of that goal. But Shemak actually got the ball right where she wanted it. Kind of baited the Knights into that. She's been spectacular in the second half.
Oler had trouble with it, but they're able to get it up now. Lexi Allen. We'll stop and slow it down. Now here's Lockhart. Lockhart coming all the way behind the goal. And kick up top to Peyton Flynn. Flynn will try to score, but another nice save from Vogel. Comets keep it. 5:18 left to go on the game. Oler gets double teamed, but she's able to spin out of it again. She's had some really nice moves tonight. And it's back up to Flynn.
Bit of a push off there from the Knights. No call.
That ball scooped up by Kings. There's going to be a whistle and a foul on Mason. Under 5 minutes to go. Kings is trying to push. All the way on the left side. Beck kicks it inside. Now Fulci. And that foul comes on Mason. Marley Block. Fulci will take it. Go to the right side. That one's too high. It goes out of bounds. Kings will keep it. But a missed opportunity for the Knights. And when you're down 9 with only 4 minutes to go, you got to capitalize.
Yeah, and a lot of credit to Avery Tavella on that play. She almost blocked it. Coming up from behind, was able to maintain clean contact.
Fulci will take it again, but she will not miss this opportunity. Finds the bottom right to cut the deficit to only 8. Fulci, who leads the Knight team in scoring, finally gets on the board in the second half.
But it might be too little too late. Just under 4 minutes left on the clock, and the Comets did a great job of running out this clock late in the second half with that 8 goal lead. It's looking more and more likely that they will be moving on to the regional finals.
Yep, that regional finals, Elite 8 in terms of state. 3:55 to go. And that draw won by the Comets again. An athletic play made by Oler. Oler gets hit in the head. That's the second time now she's been hit that high, and Comet fans want a yellow. But the clock will tick. Oler kicks it back out to Lockhart. Izzy Dean now checks in. Manick behind the goal. Trying to make a move on her defender, but like we said, they're in no hurry. She'll just bring that one back out to Lockhart. And Lockhart with a push from behind. That was a very aggressive push. We're going to wait the call. think there's been a card yet. Lockhart will take it now. Down the left side, another whistle. We've had a lot of stoppages of play in this one, especially as of late. Lockhart with position. Go bottom right, and she will find the net. Ashlyn Lockhart gets herself on the scoreboard and gets that Comets lead up to 9, 21-12. What an offensive display all night from the Comets.
Yeah, and Lockhart, she's been a key factor throughout this entire game, and she finally gets herself on the scoreboard. We've seen her make a lot of tough plays in the midfield. I believe she's had a couple assists. Finally gets a goal of her own.
And this is Mason's season high in terms of scoring. Coming into this one, they had multiple games where they scored 19, but once Mason got their 20th goal tonight, they reached it.
Yeah, now that they've broken that 20 goal threshold, that's going to be a big confidence booster heading in to the regional finals, that rematch against Sycamore.
Especially against the third team in the region, the 3 seed like Kings.
Yeah, and I think that just speaks to the talent of the Comets and Sycamore. That they're able to, the Comets are able to beat the 3 seed by 9 goals and still, not be the 1 seed. So their next matchup should be a really fun one.
Minnick loses it. Kings will take advantage. And they'll have position now. Sophia Fulci. That one's bobbled, but finally taken by Coleman. Kelsey Coleman taking it around goal. The kick back. Here's Beck. Beck, bouncer, and hit off the side of the goal. There's a foul, and that'll go against King, so Mason will take possession. 1:40 on the clock. And they'll give Tavella some room. And here come the Comets attack again. Lockhart scoops it up. Kick over to Minnick. Minnick, good ball movement, the assist from Lockhart. And Minnick capitalizes on her 4th goal of the night. That's the 30th shot on goal for the Comets.
What a performance from the senior Sydney Minnick. 4 goals. She pushes that lead to 10. It doesn't feel like the Comets, should be up 10. The Knights, I feel like they had a strong performance. Just the offensive firepower of Lila Glinsky, Ava Mahoney, Sydney Minnick, Livy Oler, and countless others just overpowers the number 3 team in the region. So now we're under a minute left of play.
That one in the air. That one's battled for. 35 seconds on the clock. Comets still playing aggressive. There's a lot of fight in this Kings team as well, but Minnick gets fouled.
Yeah, and Kings, they're not giving up till the final whistle. Running clock, 15 seconds to go.
And here's Galinsky. I'm not sure if the Comets will try to find another one. Minnick has it. We'll kick it back. 2 seconds. Clock runs out, and Mason is headed to the regional finals on Wednesday night. They take down Kings 22-12. A season high in scoring, and just an all-around terrific offensive display from this Comets squad. Multiple players with hat tricks. Give credit to Sydney Minnick, Livy Oler, Lila Galinsky, Ava Mahoney. So many that stood out for this Comet squad tonight.
Yeah, and what a performance of offensive dominance from the Comets. Couldn't have come at a bigger time as they advanced to the regional finals, likely against the Sycamore Aviators.
And that'll do it from the Mason Multi-Purpose Field. Comets moving on. 22-12 over the Kings Knights. Thanks for joining in. Director Adam Little, Savannah Libby behind camera. I've been Ben Haller alongside Andrew Little.